Have you ever looked in the mirror after a haircut and thought, why do I look older, not younger? That feeling is more common than you think, and the truth is, it was never your fault. Most women over 50 are wearing haircuts that are actively adding years to their face, and nobody around them has the courage to say it out loud. The wrong cut pulls your features downward, kills your best angles, and highlights exactly what you would rather soften. But the right cut does the complete opposite. It lifts your face, restores your vitality, and can take a full 10 years off your appearance with 0 procedures and 0 expensive treatments. Today, we are exposing the 6 haircuts you need to walk away from and revealing the 3 cuts that top stylists swear by that most channels never show you. Do not skip ahead because those 3 cuts at the end are the ones that will change everything. Let us get into it. The first haircut you need to stop getting after 50 is the Boxy shoulder-length cut. You know this one. It is that safe, familiar, one-length cut that sits right at the shoulders with a heavy straight-across perimeter that so many women default to when they want to keep some length but are not quite sure what else to ask for. It feels like the middle ground choice, not too short, not too long, and that is exactly why so many women keep going back to it. But here's what that cut is actually doing to your face. That heavy one-length perimeter hitting right at the shoulder line creates what stylists call a visual anchor. It pulls the eyes straight down instead of lifting them upward, and when the eyes travel downward on a face, they land directly on the jawline and the neck, which are the exact areas where the natural softening that comes with age tends to show first. The hair has no internal movement, no lift, no lightness. It just hangs there like a heavy curtain sitting flat against your face, making the roots look thin while the ends look bulky and stiff. It creates a boxy, rectangular silhouette around your face that adds width where you do not want it and removes the vertical lift your features desperately need. The result is a woman who looks heavier, older, and more tired than she actually is, all because of one predictable, uninspired cut that was never truly working for her in the first place. The second haircut you need to leave behind after 50 is long, heavy, one-length hair. And before you click away, hear me out, because this one is deeply personal for a lot of women. Long hair feels feminine. It feels familiar. For many women, it has been part of their identity for decades, and the idea of changing it can feel genuinely scary. So let me be clear right now. This is not about cutting your hair short. This is not about giving up your length. This is about understanding why long hair with no layers, no shape, and no movement is one of the most aging things a woman over 50 can wear, and what to do instead. When your hair is all one length with no layering and no internal shaping, gravity takes over completely. The weight of the hair pulls everything straight down, dragging your facial features with it. Instead of your hair framing your face with softness and lift, it creates a heavy downward curtain that exaggerates every area where the face has naturally begun to soften over time. And as hair becomes finer and more delicate with age, those long one-length ends start to look stringy, thin, and lifeless at the bottom, giving your entire look a tired, neglected appearance that no amount of styling products can truly fix. On top of all that, long, flat, one-length hair reads as dated. It quietly signals to the world that your style has not evolved in years, even when everything else about you absolutely has. The third haircut that is quietly aging women over 50 is the severe middle part bob. Now, on the surface, this cut feels like a smart, modern choice. It is clean, it is structured, and that sharp center part gives it a look that feels intentional and polished. A lot of women gravitate toward this style because it looks effortless and elegant in magazines and on younger faces. But here is the hard truth. After 50, this particular cut becomes one of the most unforgiving styles you can sit down and ask for, and here is exactly why. When you split your hair perfectly down the center and pair it with a blunt chin-length baseline, you are essentially creating a geometric frame that works like a mirror held directly up to every natural asymmetry in your face. A slightly softer eyelid on one side, a deeper smile line, a jawline that has begun to relax with time, the severe middle part highlights all of it with zero mercy. The eyes are drawn straight down that center line and land hard on the jaw, making the lower face look heavier and the neck look shorter than it actually is. The sharp horizontal baseline at the chin acts like a wall that closes the face in, rather than opening it up and lifting it. Instead of framing your features with elegance, this cut traps them inside a rigid box that removes all softness, all movement, and all the natural light that makes a woman over 50 look truly radiant and alive. The fourth haircut on our list that you need to stop getting after 50 is the baby bang, also known as the micro bang. This is that ultra-short fringe that gets cut high up on the forehead, sitting well above the eyebrows and leaving a wide exposed strip of forehead on full display. On a runway model or a young face with smooth, taut skin, this cut can look edgy and fashion-forward. But for a woman over 50, this particular style becomes one of the most counterproductive things you can do to your appearance, and most women do not realize it until they are already sitting in the chair regretting it. Here is what is actually happening when you wear a micro bang after 50. That short, blunt line sitting high on your forehead acts like a spotlight. It draws every single eye directly to your forehead lines, your brow furrows, and any expression lines that have naturally developed in that area over the years. Instead of softening or concealing those areas the way a well-placed fringe should, it frames them and puts them on center stage. And because hair naturally becomes finer and slower growing at the hairline as we age, those short bangs rarely have the density needed to look full and intentional. They end up looking gappy, sparse, and thin, which only adds to the aged appearance rather than taking anything away from it. This cut boxes the face in, shortens the forehead, and strips away the open, lifted quality that makes a woman over 50 look genuinely youthful and vibrant. The fifth haircut that is silently adding years to your appearance after 50 is the helmet pixie, or the rigid bob. You have seen this style countless times and you probably know exactly what it looks like. It is that perfectly set, heavily sprayed, immovable haircut that sits in a stiff, uniform shape around the head and does not shift even slightly when the wind blows. It feels neat. It feels tidy. It feels like a put-together, low-maintenance choice that keeps everything in order. And that is precisely why so many women keep going back to it year after year without questioning whether it is actually serving them. But here is what this style is genuinely doing to your face every single day. Hair that does not move is hair that looks lifeless. And lifeless hair is one of the fastest visual signals of aging that exists. When your hair is frozen in a rigid, immovable silhouette, it creates a hard, stiff frame around your face that emphasizes every fine line, every shadow, and every contour that has softened with time. Instead of the hair working with your features to create softness and light, it works against them by drawing a tight, unforgiving outline around everything you would rather blur. Beyond that, this style carries a very specific energy that stylists and psychologists both agree on. Stiff, structured, heavily controlled hair communicates that a woman is stuck. Stuck in a decade, stuck in a routine, stuck in a version of herself that no longer reflects who she truly is today. And that perception alone can age you far beyond what any mirror shows. The sixth and final haircut on our worst list that you absolutely need to walk away from after 50 is the crunchy perm. Now this is the style defined by tight, uniform ringlets that are locked into place with heavy alcohol-based mousses and gels, leaving the hair looking stiff, brittle, and completely frozen in a rigid curl pattern that does not move, does not breathe, and does not flow. A lot of women turn to this style because they want a body, they want curls, they want something that feels fuller and more voluminous than their natural hair has become. And that desire makes complete sense because as we age, hair does lose density, and the craving for volume is absolutely real. But the crunchy perm delivers volume in the most damaging way possible for a woman over 50, and here is exactly why. When your curls are stiff and crunchy, they do not drape around your face. They do not soften your features or create that romantic, flowing quality that makes hair look healthy and alive. Instead, they sit in a hard, static halo around your head that mimics the look of dry, overprocessed, damaged hair. And damaged-looking hair does something very specific to your overall appearance. It makes your complexion look duller, more tired, and significantly older than you actually are. The texture alone communicates dryness and neglect at a glance, which is the exact opposite of the hydrated, glowing, radiant energy that makes a woman over 50 look and feel absolutely unstoppable. Crunchy is never the answer. Softness always wins. Now that you know exactly what to avoid, it is time for the part that is going to change everything for you. We are moving into the 3 haircuts that will take a full 10 years off your face and make you look and feel like the most vibrant version of yourself. And trust me, you do not want to miss a single one. But before we get into it, if you are not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button right now, because we share content like this every single week, and you deserve to have it. Now let us get into the first haircut that is going to completely transform your look. The first haircut that will take years off your appearance after 50 is the soft layered bob. And if there is one cut on this entire list that every stylist agrees on, it is this one. This is the haircut that consistently delivers the most immediate and visible transformation for women over 50. And once you understand why it works so well, you will wonder why you ever sat in a salon chair and asked for anything else. Here's what makes this cut so powerful. The layers. Unlike a one-length cut that just hangs flat and pulls the face downward, the soft layered bob has internal movement built directly into the structure of the hair itself. Those layers create natural flow and dimension around the face, drawing the eye upward toward your eyes and cheekbones instead of dragging it down toward the jaw and neck. That upward movement is everything after 50 because it softens the areas where the face has naturally begun to relax over time and replaces heaviness with lightness. The length is equally important. A layered bob that falls anywhere from chin length to just above the shoulders sits in the exact sweet spot that frames the face beautifully without overwhelming it. It highlights your cheekbones, elongates the neck, and gives your entire look a lifted, refreshed quality that feels effortless and expensive at the same time. This cut works on fine hair, thick hair, wavy hair, and straight hair, which means no matter what your texture is, the soft layered bob was made for you. The second haircut that will make you look 10 years younger after 50 is the textured Pixie with volume. And before you tell yourself this cut is not for you, I need you to stay with me for just a moment because what I am about to share might completely change your mind. Most women hear the word Pixie and immediately picture something severe, something harsh, something that feels more like giving up on hair than celebrating it. But a textured Pixie with volume is none of those things. When it is cut correctly with soft feathered edges, layers on top, and deliberate volume built into the crown, this haircut becomes one of the most youthful, most flattering, and most confidence-boosting transformations a woman over 50 can experience. Here is exactly why it works so powerfully. As hair naturally thins with age, a well-structured Pixie removes the struggle of trying to make fine, flat hair look full and healthy. The layers on top create an immediate illusion of thickness and density, lifting the crown and giving your entire face an elevated, sculpted appearance that works like a natural facelift without a single procedure. Beyond the physical lift, this cut does something equally important. It draws direct attention to your eyes, your cheekbones, and your smile, which are your most expressive and most beautiful features. It creates a frame that says confidence, elegance, and complete ownership of who you are. Think of women like Judi Dench and Jamie Lee Curtis. Their Pixies do not age them. They make them completely unforgettable. The third haircut that will take a full 10 years off your appearance after 50 is the long layered shag with curtain bangs. And this one is especially for the woman who loves her length and has no intention of giving it up. Because here's the truth that nobody tells you. You do not have to choose between keeping your length and looking youthful. You just have to choose the right cut. And the long layered shag is exactly that. What makes this haircut so transformative is the layering technique. Those soft, feathered layers are strategically placed throughout the hair to remove bulk where the hair tends to look heavy and add volume where the hair tends to look flat. The result is hair that looks light, full of life, and effortlessly youthful, without sacrificing a single inch of the length you love. Instead of your hair dragging your features downward, the way one-length hair does, those layers create a gentle upward movement that lifts the face and restores a bounce and vitality that makes you look genuinely radiant. And then there are the curtain bangs, which are the secret weapon of this entire cut. Those soft, wispy, face-framing bangs that part naturally down the middle and sweep gently to each side do something remarkable. They soften forehead lines instantly, they frame your eyes beautifully, and they add a balance to the whole face that feels modern, romantic, and incredibly flattering. This cut moves with you, it grows with you, and every single day it reminds you of just how vibrant you truly are. And there you have it, 6 haircuts that are quietly aging you and 3 that will transform the way you look and feel every single morning. The difference between a cut that adds years and a cut that takes them away is not complicated. It is just information. And now you have it. So the next time you sit in that salon chair, you will know exactly what to ask for and exactly what to walk away from. If this video helped you, do me a quick favor and give it a thumbs up right now, because it truly helps more women just like you find this content when they need it most. And if you are not subscribed yet, hit that button and join our community, because we share videos like this every single week. Drop a comment below and tell me which of the 3 best haircuts you are most excited to try. I read every single one, and I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.